What's up, book nerds? My name is Tara, and welcome to day 2 of VEDA, which is vlogged every day in April. Today, I was hanging out on YouTube watching videos, procrastinating a little bit, and I came across a video from Marlon Elena that was called Things I Learned from Reading YA. And she got this video idea from Michael Booklion, who created the video as, he called it a discussion tag hybrid type of video. And so he tagged several people, and then Marlon decided to do it. And I loved her sense of humor in attacking this particular topic. And that's sort of the point, is that these are some very tongue-in-cheek things that we learned from reading all of this teen fiction. And I thought, what a better video to take on as my second VEDA video, because I've read so much YA, but you know, I don't take it all too seriously, and I have to laugh at some of the things that I just see over and over when reading these books. So without further ado, here are the 5 that I had so much fun coming up with for my own list of tongue-in-cheek things that I learned from reading YA books. So number 1 is that I am actually probably either royalty, the chosen one, or I have some sort of superpowers and I don't even realize it yet, which is amazing because I have been going about my daily life just chugging through this dissertation, and this gives me some hope because, you know, I didn't get my Hogwarts letter when I was 11. Now, why even bother with all of this anymore? I can just wait for those powers to be discovered so that I can move on to something bigger and better, like saving all of humanity from some sort of existential crisis. Number 2 is that other people are better at journaling than I am. I did not realize that other people, especially adolescents, are so much better at, you know, writing with perfect grammar and perfect sentence structure and remembering all of the quotes and things that are said throughout the day, much less like remembering to journal every single day or multiple times a day, especially in times of crisis. Like, my goodness, if the apocalypse was happening, who knows that I would have time to sit down and write all of this stuff down. But other people in these books, the diary format books, are just showing me that I've been doing it wrong all these years and that I could be so much better at writing a beautiful story in my journal that has a beginning, middle, and end, and all of the important details. Number 3 is that no matter what's going on in your life, there is always a romantic subplot. You know, I can rest assured that if there is an apocalypse or a government meltdown or I get some sort of cancer or tragic illness, that I don't have to worry that there's not going to be any love in my life, because there probably won't just be one love, there will be 2 loves, or some sort of fight, or some sort of drama, or some sort of declaration of forever love that is just going to give me that extra spice that I need to get through that additional conflict. Number 4 is that no matter how much you think you hate someone, you are inevitably going to fall in love. Now, the first thought I have when I think about this is, oh my goodness, this means I'm going to fall in love with Donald Trump. And then that makes me want to vomit a little bit. But YA has definitely taught me that hate is just one step on the journey to making out and then adding someone into the love triangle that I mentioned in the previous lesson. Romance is always there. There should never be a time in my life where I'm wrestling with other major issues like apocalypses or tragic illnesses or family problems and not also be having some romance on the side, potentially with 2 people, or dealing with some sort of a bad boy who, you know, whose angst is getting in the way of me dealing with my real life problems. And finally, number 5 is that communication is completely overrated. YA novels have made me realize that I'm doing everything in my life wrong. You know, when I have issues in class, I go and talk to the teacher. My boyfriend or fiance and I are very open, and, you know, we don't keep secrets from each other, and we're honest about our feelings. When something doesn't feel right, we talk about it. That is absolutely not the way to go about your life. Life is so much more interesting and so much more dramatic if you hold all your feelings in and sort of wait until they just boil up inside of you and everything explodes into a dramatic, explosive climax, and then you can all work everything out and realize that you see things from the same point of view, see things eye to eye after you discuss them in a fit of passionate rage. Life is just too boring when you say what you need to say and say it when you need to say it. So those are my 5 lessons that I learned from YA. Clearly, I need to do some work in my life to make it all a little bit more dramatic. Once I become the queen or chosen one with my special powers, I gotta, get that love triangle going on the side and make sure I don't communicate well with either of them while writing it all down in my journal, because the life that I live is just not interesting enough without these added points of conflict on the way. If you like this video and you want to make your own video, I welcome you to go ahead and think about the 5 lessons that you've learned in YA. And as always, book nerds, I will see you not just next time, but tomorrow, because VEDA continues as we move through the month of April.